Okay, guys, sorry, I thought that last one would be the last video, but there's a fourth video today about while loops, and then just a quick little exercise about the while loops. So, while loops are different from for loops in that you don't know how many iterations you're going to want to happen before you create it. You want something to occur during the loop that will be a signal for when you want to break out of the while loop. Let's make sure everything's working over here. So while a condition is satisfied, like while a is true or while a is less than 67, then keep doing something over and over again until you end. So if you can imagine, there's situations where these while loops might go forever. If this condition's never satisfied, this will keep adding up. So if you start I equals to 2 and you say while I is not equal to 1, and each loop you add 1 to I, so it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, then as it'll just go on forever, all the way till infinity, and you'll have to shut down your computer some other way. So you say while a condition is satisfied. If the condition is false, the while loop just jumps out, it jumps to the end, and you don't do anything in here. You do some commands, and then you can also break out of the while statement with this command break. It exits the while statement that it's in if some other condition exists. And then you have an end down here for the while loop. So if you break out of this, then you don't end up doing these commands down here. You would have only done these commands however many loops you went through. If this doesn't happen, then you do this command and this command until you get this condition satisfied. Or you can get the condition satisfied up here. Let's see an example. We could write a program that asks the user for a PIN number until the user gets it right. So let's create a new program here, and we'll call it PIN. Let's say edit pin.m. And we'll say their PIN starts out as 0. Let's do the old clear all and CLC. PIN starts out at 0, and while, oops, that shouldn't be a capital, while the PIN is not equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, say that that's their PIN number, you can say PIN equals input, what's your PIN number? And end. And so if we were to run this now, we can say PIN. Oops, we called the whole file PIN, but we also have the, so let's close this and rename the program PIN, because we have the variable inside PIN called PIN. So let's say PIN num. What's your PIN number? And I'm going to try 1111. What's your PIN number? 1211. What's your PIN number? 11111. What's your PIN number? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it exits. We might say at the end, display correct. And so then if we run this again, 1111, 1, 2, 3, 4, it'll say correct. So what if we wanted to modify the script to end if the user tries 3 times and gets it wrong? If they try 3 times and get it wrong, we want the script to end. So we might then add in something somewhere in the loop that says if some number is greater than 3, let's stop doing this. So let's create another thing that we use to count. And we can say, well, the PIN is not equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. What's your PIN number? We're going to increase the count each time. Counter equals counter plus 1. Maybe just put a little space there. Increase the counter. Now, inside here, we can say if counter is equal to 3 once it gets to the third choice, then we can say break out of the while loop. And so then if we save that and we type in pin now, and we just do the right number, it'll say correct. But if we type in 3 wrong numbers, hey, we don't want it to say correct unless it gets past this. We don't want it to say correct because they also would have done that if. So we could even say if counter is not equal to 3, then we'll say correct. So now we can say pin num 1111, 2222, 3333, and it will just stop after 3 attempts. However, if we were to put in the right number, it will say correct. I think there's something wrong with this code in that if you say 1111, 2222, and then on the third attempt you put in the right number, it won't tell you that that's correct. And so there's something a little bit wrong with this code that you can try to figure out at home of how you would make it if their third attempt is the right password for it to still be correct, but after 3 attempts it stops letting them try. So remember that you can use your while loops like this. You can also use the continue command to go back to the start of a while loop. So if you have some functions you want to run, something happens if you want to start that again and not run the second set of commands, you can use this function continue to go back to the start without going down through the bottom code. 2 other useful functions that we'll just mention for now are isEmpty, that will tell you if a variable that you've made has any values in it, or if it has no value, it will return true. And exist is another similar command that tells you if a variable exists at all. And so you can use these commands in logical statements to say if password exists, then do something. If it doesn't exist, create a new password. So you can use these exist commands in useful ways. And that's everything. I hope that helped. Let me know on the forum if you have any questions or comments about these videos of how they could be improved. Thanks very much. See you in class.